All right, and we're back for the third wheel spin of the day. So let's get to it. Goblins. So this is Goblins, traditionally a mono-red aggro deck, although the latest hot spice is splashing black for a specific synergy. So you have a bunch of goblins that do various things. You've got Cacophony Scamp, 1/1. When it deals combat damage to the player, you may sacrifice it if you do proliferate, but that's not the important part. The important part is when it dies, it flings itself. Fanatical Firebrand, 1/1 with haste, and you can sack to ping. Legion Loyalist, 1/1 with haste, and when it and two other creatures attack, everything gains first strike, trample, and cannot be blocked by tokens. Skirk Prospector sacks your goblins to generate red mana. Battlecry Goblin is perhaps the best goblin in the deck. At 2 mana, 2/2, you can pay 1 and a red to give your team +1/0 and haste. And whenever the Battlecry Goblin attacks, if you attacked with total power 6, you get to create a 1/1 that is attacking. Runeville Hordemaster is your lord that also, when it or another goblin dies, exile the top, and if it's a goblin, you can cast it until the end of your next turn. Conspicuous Snoop lets you cast goblins off the top and also has the activated abilities of goblins on the top, which is not much here, but does include Fanatical Firebrand and Skirk Prospector, if that matters, and Battlecry Goblin. You have Fable the Mirror Breaker, of course, which does make a goblin. Hobgoblin Bandit Lord is a lord that is a 2/3 and has red and tap. It deals damage equals to the number of goblins that entered the battlefield under your control this turn to any target. And then Chain Whirler comes down and is a 3/3 with first strike, and it deals 1 damage to each opponent and creature and planeswalker they control. So the specific hot new spice for goblins is splashing into black for things that give Goblin Chain Whirler Death Touch. So Touch of Moonglove is a black instant that gives target creature +1/0 and Death Touch, and whenever creature dealt damage by it dies, this turn its controller loses 2. So if you have 4 mana, you can go Chain Whirler, trigger on the stack, Touch of Moonglove the Chain Whirler, then Chain Whirler will gain Death Touch, all of your opponent's creatures will die, and you will Massacre Worm them down to a bunch of low life. Also, Call of the Death Dweller, 3 mana sorcery, return up to 2 creatures with total mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. You can put a death touch counter on either of them and a menace counter on either of them. So you can use this to get back various goblins, but you can also use it to just get back Chain Whirler. It will come back with a death touch counter and then, once again, kill your opponent's entire board. You also have just all the Rakdos lands and 4 Den of the Bugbears, 1 Soken'Zon. Also, I guess Scamp, as you guys have pointed out, you can technically proliferate the counter on your Fable to flip Fable early if that matters. Sideboard has 4 Thoughtseizes for when we need to Thoughtseize for whatever reason, 1 Go for the Throat, 4 Rending Volleys, primarily for Greasefang and humans. Magmatic Chasm, creatures without flying can't block this turn if we need to beat another aggro deck. Legion Warboss, Reckless Bushwhacker, and Experimental Frenzy. So let's jump into the third league of the day with Rakdos Goblins. You can also use Scamp to mess with your opponent's sagas if you want, though that usually only matters against a Crowan War. All right, round 1, and we are on the draw. All right, this hand looks fine, so we'll keep this. Opponent is on a Giganta deck. Inspiring Vantage, so which Boros aggro deck are they on? I'm not sure which one Giant Killer is, although I believe that is Convoke. No, it's Giant Killer, right? So it's got to be Pia, because it's an adventure. All right, Fanatical Firebrand, and then just pass. What is Pioneer missing that doesn't let goblins combo like they do in Modern? It's missing Kiki Jiki. Shockin' Sacred Foundry. Attack with the Giant Killer, very well. They didn't play anything, so okay, if they're not playing anything, then this is Resolute Reinforcements, right? So Snoop. So I'm just not going to do anything here. Bandit Lord's on the top. All right, so yeah, no attacks, so that I can hopefully just Chain Whirler their field next turn. This is 100% the Convoke deck, right? Yeah, here's Resolute Reinforcements. Make a token. Am I supposed to kill these now? I don't know. If they don't have a Convoker, I can use it to kill Giant Killer. If they do have a Convoker, I can just shoot one of them in response. All right, I should probably do it now then. If they're playing Thraben Inspector first, let's do it now. So shoot this. Thraben Inspector, make a clue. Another Thraben Inspector. Unfortunately, all of these guys are just bigger than Chain Whirler. So Fanatical Firebrand on top. So I think the way I'm going to win this is try to Chain Whirler combo them. So let's cast Firebrand. There's Call of the Death Dweller. But I don't have a way of getting Chain Whirler into my graveyard until next turn with Fable. All right, so red source, and then let's just kill this now so they can't Convoke again, and then we'll pass. Goblins can Pseudo Storm with Snoop, Prospector, Hordemaster, and Bandit Lord. Not a line that shows up often, but it's cool when it does. Yeah, there's some degree of being able to do that. Goblins is one of my favorite matchups as spirits. It's not a free win or anything, just fun, interactive, and blocking actually matters. So one thing that is like, I tend to dislike aggro decks, both playing with them and against them, but I enjoy them in limited, where the deck isn't perfect, right? You don't have 4 of everything, you don't have the most efficient creatures and the best curves. So playing with aggro and limited actually feels like you're trying to you have some kind of like an uphill battle. There's some struggle to it. You have to make sure you're playing correctly as opposed to just jam Goblin Guide, jam Swift Spear, attack your opponent. It feels like you actually have to think and play out your turns and plan ahead as opposed to just jam everything. All right, Resolute Reinforcements, and then we're going to Convoke. Knight Errant. What do they get? Another Knight Errant and an Ornithopter. They're playing the Ornithopter right now. All right. Aggro can get kind of boring because its decision trees are exceptionally limited, and most of the time the deck loses to its own bad luck. Yeah. All right, Scamp off the top, then land, play Fable. So plan is try to survive right now, and then next turn discard Chain Whirler, bring it back with Death Dweller, kill their whole board. In limited, it feels like it can turn at any moment if you're the aggro deck. If they drop some big threat or something, there's a lot of tension. Yeah. There's actual decisions to make, and it's not all just easily planned out for you. Resolute Reinforcements, Convoke out this dude, finds Voldaren Epicure, Clarion Spirit. So just chump this with Scamp, and then deal 1 to them. All right, block, trigger, target you. All right, so use the ability, discarding Chain Whirler and Black Cleave. All right, call the Death Dweller, Chain Whirler. Trigger, blow your whole board up. Cast Legion Loyalist, go to combat. Swing, 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 make a treasure token. So damage, and then play a land and play this Snoop off the top. There's another Snoop on top. All right, pass. This combo is Disgust Strong. Clarion Spirit, Epicure. So Fable flips over. Cast Skirk off the top. Wow. All right, this is getting pretty disgusting. Cast Runevelt off the top. Another Chain Whirler. All right, yeah. So versus Convoke, I guess I want Magmatic Chasm to beat through their board. What else? Rending Volley kills it. So let's see. If I'm on the draw, then I'm probably on the defensive plan this game, right? So I bring in like everything here. I just try to play all defense. So Rending Volley, is that even good against them though? I guess it is, yeah. Rending Volley, go for the throat. Thoughtseize is okay. What am I cutting here? Just like slow stuff that doesn't matter. Like Firebrand's all right. Scamp is not good. I would put these in on the play, but not the draw. Thoughtseize against aggro is not great either. I guess it can take a Venerated Loxodon, but meh. So then I play Frenzy and cut. Just like the cheap attackers are not good because I'm not going to be attacking for the most part. Just try to beat them with the Chain Whirler plan or just remove everything they play. Yeah, let's do that. All right, this is fine. We have multiple removal spells with Lord, almost enough for Fable. Keep Battlefield Forge, Graven Inspector. I feel like, am I just supposed to Rending Volley every creature, like just kill everything they play to just keep them off of Convoke? I guess I am. Oh, I should have played Blood Crypt there. All right, Rending Volley, kill that. Back to you. They only had 1 land? Or they just skipped their turn by accident? Snoop, Battlecry on top. Yeah, Inspiring Vantage, Clarion Spirit, then back to us. Draw Battlecry Goblin, there's a land on top. So what's the best move here? Is it play Runevelt and attack? Or is it just kill? No, it's got to be just kill this, right? It has to be. Just keep them off of getting more tokens. Swing. Forge Devil. Enter, deal 1 to target creature and 1 to you. Second Forge Devil. All right. Well, this is certainly a card that exists. Shock this in, and then what? Bandit Lord seems pretty good here. Bandit Lord now, and then I can just start killing things next turn. Tap land. Gleeful Demolition, the token. And then they can Convoke off of that. Sure. Loxodon. So the best move, I guess, is play Runevelt and then kill a 2/2. Equal to the number of goblins that entered. So I know I can't actually do that. It's not goblins I have, it's goblins that entered. I could sack Skirk Prospector, but that seems not great either. Yeah, I think the only way I'm surviving this is if I combo off again. So let's just play Fable. Another land. And they can attack, and we can kill 2 things. So this and this. Damage, we're at 5. Fable triggers. I'm definitely discarding something. What am I discarding? Battlecry Goblin. I guess I just want to discard 2 things for sure, right? Right now, if I Battlecry, I don't have enough to do it. So just get rid of both of these. All right, there's a Rending Volley. So play a tap land, play Runevelt. Then I can volley this and just block all of these guys. All right, so just pass and then volley the Loxodon. The no bans ban announcement was such a tombstone. Standard is borked, in my honest opinion. As far as that, so I don't pay attention to Standard, but as far as I'm aware, it's basically all black control decks. Resolute Reinforcements, very well. Another Resolute Reinforcements. Wow, this is quite the board. I have 3 blockers, so I kill this, block, block, block. I'm down to 1 unless they find a land for Den. Attack with everything. Declare blocks. So 2, 2, 1. Rending Volley the Loxodon. All right, I go to 1 here. Another land. They had another land? Why didn't they just activate Den of the Bugbear? Reflection Flip. Play Skirk. All right, so I have to be able to block everything, which I can't do. Because if they just activate Den, they attack. They have 6 attackers and I only have 5 blockers. And I don't have the mana to also activate Den of the Bugbear. So this can shoot a thing, but then what does that even matter? Do I actually have them dead on the backswing right now, right? I have 3, 7, 9, plus Den kills them. Activate, and then pay with the Skirk. So cancel. So let's just, if I'm going to sack the Skirk, let's just do that first to see what Runevelt gives us. I have the math right? 3, 7, 9, 13, 14, 15. Yeah. Sack Skirk Prospector, trigger, Blackleaf Cliffs. All right, animate Den, go to combat, swing out. All right, on to round number 2. Every format that doesn't have a legacy level card pool is currently borked IMO. What do we have here? 2 mana. Yeah, this is fine. I'm on the play, but I shall do my best to enjoy it. Pioneer looks, in quotes, fine if you just look at meta percent, but actually playing it kind of sucks a lot of the time. Yeah, that's why you can't just look at deck diversity and win rates. What's the metric that is way more important is play patterns, fun, that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter if your format has 20 viable decks and every deck is 50% against every other deck if the format sucks. All right, I guess I just play, does it matter which one I play first? I guess this one if I need to kill an elf on turn 1. Combat, swing here, go. Hallowed Fountain tapped. Okay, so let's play Battle Cry and then swing here. So is this Spirits or Blue-White Control? Mana Confluence. All right, well, it's not Blue-White Control. Shock this in, play Scamp, activate, go to combat, swing. No response to any of this, eh? No, do not sack. Hallowed Fountain, Mana Confluence. All right, well, I have no idea what this is. So I'm going to guess it's a deck that Thoughtseize is good against. And Synth and Frenzy, and Bushwhacker, and Warboss. And it's probably a deck that deal 1 damage is not so great against. They didn't play any creatures, so I'm going to assume this Death Touch plan doesn't matter. What else? Well, actually, the Resurrect guys is still fine, but Touch of Moonglove's is irrelevant. What else to cut? Probably Firebrand. All this is fine, though. Let's get rid of... Bandit Lord is a Lord. Let's cut that. 2 more cards to go. Maybe Bushwhacker's not on the draw, but on the play. All right, let's run this. Most games boil down to who went first, and there's a lot of turn 3 instant wins. The worst part is a lot of decks have technically won on turn 3, but don't actually win until turn 7. Sometimes you get unlucky against Greasefang, and luckily instantly lose turn 3, but you can also lose turn 3 against Mono Green, Lotus Field, or Blue X Control, but then not actually lose for 5 more turns. I say this as a Spirits player whose game plan is play a Spirit, then counterspell everything. This is fine. Hallowed Fountain plus Confluence. Is it like a Bring to Light deck? I'm trying to think of what this could be. Seachrome Coast. Skrelv. Huh. Okay. Let's go Cacophony Scamp. Pass. Oh. Okay. It's blue-white heroic? Well, I can't cast Thoughtseize, so let's just swing. Oh, this has double strike. I guess I get to kill Skrelv even if they kill this, so that's fine. Swing with Cacophony Scamp. Trigger, shoot Skrelv. And then instead of Snoop, let's just go Legion Loyalist Skirk. Curious Obsession. Well, that is terrifying. So apparently I chose incorrectly. Storm Chaser Drake becomes the target of a spell, draw a card. Well, I'll block this to not let them draw 2 cards. Another Curious Obsession. I will most certainly block this. Another land. Oh, they have another spell on top of this? Sentinel Eyes. Sure. This is just, it gets a counter, right? No, it connives. All right, chump here. All right, well, only out is the plan. Drawing a land, so I guess I'm chumping with Skirk Prospector this turn. All right, pass. Chain Whirler would have been a nice turn 2 play, turns out. Yeah. Oh, Aqueous Form, we're dead. So basically, Death Dweller has to be right on top. Well, actually, no, we have no way of getting Chain Whirler into our graveyard. Oh, I can Thoughtseize myself. But in order to do that, I have to go to... Yeah, Jesus. All right, it has double strike. So I have to do it now, like right now. I don't have a second black mana, so it's not doable. No, I can play Chain Whirler and then sack the Chain Whirler. Okay, so land, play Scamp, because it's essentially free. That isn't free. Sack the Scamp, kill Skrelv, cast this Snoop, sacking this Snoop. Well, we're dead. So now that I know what we're actually playing against, this comes in. Fanatical Firebrand, super good. Rending Volley, super good. Hobgoblin, super good. Frenzy, not good. Legion Warboss, not good. What else? Legion Loyalist, I don't need to attack them, I just need to kill all their guys. Don't need any of this. Thoughtseize is actually good against them. Another 3 cuts. What is going? Oh man, I don't want to cut anything else. I guess Horde Master, like I don't actually have to out-aggro them, I just have to kill all their guys. Yeah, that can't be right. Maybe I'm just supposed to not have Thoughtseize. Reckless, Magmatic. Alright, let's roll with this. Alright, looks good to me. Keep. So, Soken's Firebrand, and attack. Hallowed Fountain, tapped. Problem is, I have to play this as a red source. Alright, red source, Snoop. Another red source on top. Go to combat, swing. Seacrum Coast, Light Pause. I actually can kill that. So, yeah, I guess Chain Whirler, and kill this, and go combat attack with Snoop. I get to draw Rending Volley, so that's nice. Skrelv, another land, tapped. A second Rending Volley is on top. Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, let's just play the Lord and bash in. Lord, combat, swing. Opponent is at 8 and has to find something pretty good to not die here. Mana Confluence. Plays Illuminator Virtuoso. Sentinel Eyes gets it to be a potentially 3/3. Discards another Sentinel Eyes. So the thing is we have triple removal because we've got Scamp, Rending Volley, Hobgoblin, Bandit Lord. So another Sentinel Eyes. Discards all that glitters. It's a 5/5. That makes it a little tougher. Another Fanatical Firebrand off the top. Okay, so let's play that. Oh wait, no, I'm actually one short of being able to do everything because I have to play the Goblin first. So let's see. Is this any target? Any target. So I can target them if I want to. I guess I can kill Skrelv now and then try... Oh no, because the Firebrand gets to shoot stuff. All right, so cast the Firebrand. And then I go pop this, and if they respond here, I double volley it. Or no, I Hobgoblin plus volley, right? Or then they're just dead? Yeah, so shoot Skrelv. And there's no window where they can save their guy. Rending Volley, and combat. Swing out. All right, we did it. We beat the blue-white heroic pump deck. On to round number 3. All right, round 3 on the draw. We don't have a 1-drop, but we have a lot of good 2-drops, so I will keep. Island and pass, which tells me it's probably spirits. There's our 1-drop. So let's just go Seer Step, Skirk Prospector, Spectral Sailor. All right. Well, the fact that I'm not immediately getting Curious is, I guess, a hopeful sign. Island. Nope, never mind. Oh, it's not. It's the other Curious Obsession. And it has Ward, too. Or if it's legendary, as long as the enchanted creature is legendary. Okay. Mausoleum Wanderer. Chain Whirler off the top. Aww. Alright, well, I can try to out-aggro them with the Goblins. So attack with Skirk. I doubt they'll block this. Swing. No blocks, obviously. Alright, Battlecry Goblin and pass. Third island, so I guess this is mono blue spirits, probably. Supreme Phantom. Pump the team. Swing. They get to draw another card. And they're still holding up Geist Light mana. Another Mausoleum Wanderer. So they're just going to out-aggro us. Wait, if they had another Mausoleum Wanderer, they didn't play it? Death Dweller. We don't have the Chain Whirler, though. So let's... If I go Battlecry, Swing, that doesn't do it. So I just need to go Snoop. What's on top? Another Call of the Death Dweller. Well, I can't even attack with the Skirk Prospector anymore because of how big the team is. So I can shock this in, sack the Skirk, attack. They chunk block the 1/1. And then next turn, I still don't have enough, so I don't want to do that to Skirk. So wow, I just don't have any good attacks here. That's awful. All right, Sulfur Springs and a combat attack with the Battlecry Goblin. And if they block with Phantom, I have to sack one of my guys, but that's fine to trade with this Phantom here. All right, so now what am I doing? I probably just need to get more power out, right? So let's go. How much am I taking? 4, 6, 7. So I'm dead in 2 hits? Yeah, all right. So play another Battlecry Goblin and go. Spectral Sailor, pump these guys up. So then attack for a massive amount of damage that I can't block. All right, the top card is Fable. So pretty sure we're dead. I can shock this in, play another Battlecry, pump the team, attack with everything, and then we still lose. Shock. Play Battlecry Goblin. Activate the Goblin. Combat. Attack with everything. All the triggers. So they just chump a thing and they take 12, so they're not dead. Yeah. All right, on to the second game. So all the volleys. I basically just have to aggro them, right? Go for the throat, bushwhacker, getting rid of cacophony scamp. What else? This guy doesn't seem great, although again, he's a lord, so I don't know to what degree. Call of the Death Dweller is just so bad against like counter spells. Mausoleum Wanderer being in play. It's so bad against all that. I don't think getting first strike matters. So we can cut Legion Loyalist. And then what else? Let's go with one of the Skirks. All right, run this. On the play, we have a perfectly fine hand. So keep this. All right, Den, Firebrand, go to combat, swing. Plays an island, back to us. All right, well, I'm going to hold Fanatical up in case they flash in Spectral Sailor. So let's just go land, Battlecry Goblin, and then just pass. All right, well, they didn't have it. Or they're not casting it into Firebrand. Touch a Moonglove. All right, I'm going to keep holding this back. So shock this in. Let's attack with just Battlecry Goblin. Swing. All right, play Fable. Fable resolves. Pass. 2 mana, and they're still not doing anything. All right, run back the exact same thing, I guess. Is Thoughtseize good? Is it good? Bushwhacker, again, we're on the draw now, so let's go 2 of these. All right, that's fine. Submit. I think I am actually keeping this, despite the fact that it has 5 lands. All right, keep. Island. Back to us. All right, Den of the Bugbear. Back to you. No play from them. Island. Back to us. Another Den of the Bugbear. Play Firebrand. Combat, swing with the Firebrand. And back to them. Flashes and Rattle Chains. Third land. So if they have another Rattle Chains, it just happens. All right, we have to try. I was worried about that, but it's like, am I just supposed to kill everything immediately? Like, no, right? Also do it with Obsession on the stack so they can't slip it and then phase their enchantment out. All right, we got them. Back to us. So am I just supposed to keep holding this? I guess so, right? What am I worried about? What does Lofty Denial say exactly? Okay, so I should play a land first. So play a land, play Horde Master. Aha, they were trying to deny it. Am I supposed to attack or not? I guess I am. Swing. The only way this is punishing is if they have exactly another Flash Spirit plus another Curious Obsession. All right, they did not. Mausoleum Wanderer, and then back to us. Another Firebrand. So let's go shock this in, play Chain Whirler. Chain Whirler resolves. All right, we won. On to round number 4. So Lofty Denial is Force Spike if you don't have a flyer, but pay 4 if you have a flyer. Round 4 on the play. No lands, mull. All right, keep this. What am I binning? Probably Skirk, because it's the least actually aggressive card in the hand, although Skirk can start to get better with Battlecry Goblin, but not by a lot. All right, let's put back Skirk. Done. Opponent has Giganta. So Firebrand first into Battlecry, probably. All right, Den, Firebrand, go to combat. Swing, put you to 19. Blackcleave Cliffs, but with Giganta, you say. With Giganta, you say. All right, play Redland. Just play a bunch of stuff with haste. I'm not really inclined to just play a Battlecry Goblin and have it get pushed. Swing. Always yield to this. Pushing our Legion Loyalist. Mutavault. Tribute to Hirobi. Okay. All right, then. So this is an Atraxa deck. All right. Make another rat, then next turn, exile it, and then get all the rats back. Okay, so let's see. I guess I play the Battlecry Goblin then, and then just keep attacking. Swing. Goes up, make another rat. And then our Chain Whirler can clear these rats out next turn, although it'll allow them to transmog into Atraxa. This is only goblins, right? Yeah. I really don't want to double ping to kill this. So this flips over, steals these. They get their Fable trigger. Do I need to Skirk so that I can have Chain Whirler up? That feels so bad. Basically, none of my ones have an attack into this, though, unless I just kill it. I guess these have an attack if I activate the Battlecry Goblin. So let's say I activate Battlecry Goblin and attack with everything. They block Battlecry Goblin, and they take 4, 5, 6, 7 damage, and they're at 7. Then this flips over. They get their rats, and then we just have 2 Firebrands in play, and that's it. That seems horrible. All right, go to combat. Swing with the rats and the Battlecry Goblin and leave these 2 back. So yeah, trade here, then take this, and then let's play Snoop. All right, there is a land on top. So pass back to them. They chose to discard nothing, so that can't be good. This flips over, they steal their rats back. There's Transmogrify, and this is unfortunately too big for us to shoot. So, yeah, here comes Atraxa. Why wouldn't they attack first then? Because the thing has haste. They could have attacked first and gotten in 3 more. So their deck is Warping Whale, Fable, Thoughtseize, Urabrask's Forge. Combat on your turn, put an oil counter, and then make tokens. Okay. Hirobi, Mirrex, Fable, Dreadbore. Alright. Well, it can't beat Atraxa unless I get into the combo, which I have no way of doing at the moment. So I guess I'm just going to Chain Whirler and kill these rats, and then just pass. Alright. Reflection flips over. At least I can shoot that if I need to. So I have 3 turns to kill Atraxa. No! Thoughtseize our Skirk Prospector. I guess that's fine. Like, whatever. Sure. Fable, oh, the Mirror Breaker. Alright, we're drawing a land, and then what's on top? Another land. Alright, kill this, and play a land, and go. This card's Fable and Urabrask's Forge. Actually, what can I even get off the top? I have to chain, like, multiple Goblin spells back to back, and then I don't think I can even do anything in that situation, right? Atraxa can't block it. Puts Giganta in their hand. Plays a tap land. Another land on top. Alright. So, go for the throat. Thoughtseize. What else? Warboss. Bushwhacker. Just like try to get in as fast as possible. All the small things are pretty crap. Legion Loyalists. I guess they have tokens, so this is actually relevant. This is unreliable. What else? That can go... it's a Lord. Nah, not Warboss. 2 more cuts. Prospector. Alright, run this. We're on the play for game 2. This is acceptable. Keep. Den, pass turn. Blood Crypt, tapped. Alright, second Den, Snoop, go. Mutavault. Horde Master on top is excellent, but then they're just going to kill it before I get to draw it. Or yeah, alright. Volcanic Spite, it dies. Play land, play Hobgoblin Bandit Lord, and pass back to them. And then next turn I have double Runevelts coming up. Land. Fable the Mirror Breaker. And I can't kill it because I don't have the mana, so Horde Master, combat, swing. Alright, Lord beat down. Discards 2 lands. Another land. So they can just transmog now. Yep, transmog. There's Atraxa. What'd they get? Looks like basically the same stuff. They get Fatal Push, Dreadbore, a land, Fable. What can I even do here? Attacking does nothing. The Hobgoblin Bandit Lord can't deal anywhere near enough damage for this to matter. So do I just attack with everything and then try to just find cards? Alright, Animate Den. Go to combat and then just attack with everything. The Runevelts at least get to trigger. Blocks a Runevelt. Alright. Runevelt triggers Bushwhacker and Soken's on. Alright. Pass back to them. Despite Atraxa blocking, they still went to 6. Problem is, they still have Atraxa to go back up to 13 and then 2 removal spells. I also don't have another spell for Bushwhacker unless I draw it. Thoughtseize us. We have no spells. Plays another land. Fable. So 3 blockers plus Fatal Push in their hand means that we can't win. Alright, well, Runeveldt. Surge the Bushwhacker. I guess I'll give it my best shot. Swing. Block here, block here. There's no way I can deal enough. Yeah, whatever. Attack. Swing. Fatal Push, Runeveldt. Sure. Triggers. It's a mountain. Shouldn't I have 2 triggers? Oh, okay. Mountain plus Blackcleave, so I hit nothing. Alright, blocks there, blocks there, blocks there, blocks there. Damage. Snoop on top, or Snoop from exile. Alright. Red. Play Snoop. Pass the turn. This card's 2 lands. They still have Dreadbore in their hand, plus a bunch of other cards I don't know about. Yeah, alright, so I'm drawing a land, so I'm dead. Alright, round number 5. 5th and final round of the league. We are on the draw. This is an acceptable hand, so we'll keep that. Opponent mulls the 5. Opponent mulls the 4. Mulls the 3. Okay. Alright, so I guess they just want to see what we're doing. Play Cacophony Scamp. Sure. Can't win the game without actually doing stuff, so they get to see what deck we're on, and we don't get to see what deck they're on, probably. No, I guess we do. Spara's Headquarters. So, shock that in. Play Battlecry Goblin. And attack with the Cacophony Scamp. No using the ability. And back to them. Alright. Firebrand. No, let's just play Fable. Fable. Go to combat. Swing here. So Spara's Headquarters is presumably some kind of like multicolor mid-range deck. So maybe it's BTL, Fires. No use of this. Alright, Firebrand. Activate this. And combat. Swing all. Opponent goes to 5. Alright, so Don't know what they're on. Some kind of mid-rangey thing, which means I'm assuming Thoughtseize is good. I'm assuming Frenzy is good. I'm assuming any kind of like speed up, aggro them out is good. So cut Scamps. I can't think of any like creature-based deck that would play Sparas. Therefore, I do not care about the Death Touch combo for the most part. Although these are fine, like late game get multiple things back cards. Actually, that being the case, let's just not bother with as many Skirks. What else? Boar Boss. Hello, love the YouTube, first time catching your stream. Why, thank you, sir. We are in the last league of the day, so you have shown up at the tail end of the party. On the draw versus something that's playing Sparas. No lands is a mole. All right, that's good. And we've been a land. We've been Blightstep. Opponent mulled to 5. Opponent is not having good mulligans here. Opponent mulls to 4. What's going on? Have they just gotten incredibly unlucky? Sparas. All right, land Firebrand. Attack for 1. Temple Garden. Tapped. All right, play Runevelt and attack with the Firebrand. I guess I should have played Battlecry. That would have been more damage because then I Runevelt next turn and pump both of them. Thespian's Stage. Officially have no clue what this is. All right, War Boss. Go to combat. Trigger. Swing everything. Portable Hole. Okay. Castle Ardenvale. All right, Battlecry Goblin. Then go to my combat step. Let this trigger resolve. Oh, I needed to put a stop on my own beginning of combat step. All right, well, I can still do this at least. Swing, Mentor onto here. Then let's just activate now. Thespian Stage copies Spara's headquarters. All right, they're at 2. I'm so curious what that deck was. Anyway, so that's the end of the Goblin League. Yeah, the Death Touch Spice definitely seems like it comes in handy. Obviously, these are worse against like your grindier decks. Although Death Dweller is even fine there, but this just lets you have a blowout plan against opposing aggro decks or just win in situations where you couldn't against other aggro decks, like as we showed earlier in the Convoke match, where we just managed to sweep like 8+ creatures off of their board with it. Overall, again, I never like having just randomly fewer cards, like only 2 Loyalists, only 1 Hobgoblin Bandit Lord. 3 Fables is also, kind of want 4 Fables in any deck that's playing Fable. But, you know, you can quibble with the numbers here and there, but I think this was a good demonstration of how the deck works.